213 Rock, Vinylestime, Classic Rock Radio, en direct ce soir, le groupe Gladenfold, avec effectivement un nouvel album en préparation, enfin pour la sortie pour le 27 février prochain qui s'intitulera Soulbound. Donc ce soir, en direct avec nous, on a Mathias, le guitariste, Tila, donc le guitariste. Hi Mathias, nice to meet you.
Hello everyone, nice to meet you.
Yeah, en direct ce soir aussi, on a aussi le batteur Laurie Itala. Hi Laurie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes, how are you, Laurie?
I'm fine. Nice to be involved in this interview.
Okay, cool. So, Mathias and Laurie, welcome tonight on 213 Rock Show. The name of the station is Vinylestimes Classic Rock Radio. Thank you very much, guys, for being on air with me tonight on 213 Rock Show. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Ok. 4 ans après le sombre et rugueux Nemesis, le groupe finlandais revient avec un nouvel album qui s'intitule Soulbound, prévu pour le 27 février prochain. Véritable fresque conceptuelle explorant les cycles de la réincarnation et les liens indéfectibles entre deux âmes. Ce quatrième album délaisse l'obscurité pour embrasser une lumière épique et mélodique. Entre volets symphoniques et power metal, des duos poignants, une production maison d'une clarté exemplaire. So, the first question goes to Mathias. I felt a real shift or evolution with your new album Soulbound. It's very powerful and luminous at the same time than Nemesis.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. With this new album, we felt that we want to do something differently. Last album Nemesis was quite like a melodic death metalish and quite complex and heavy in a good way, and also dark. So we just wanted to do maybe something straightforward and also something more live orientated, so something that these songs should be something that we really would enjoy playing live and so on. Mm-hmm. So that was like the starting point when we started working on this album, and yeah, it turned out quite different and pretty power metal, I must say.
Effectivement que le nouvel album est une belle évolution en tout cas, et puis beaucoup plus évolué que le précédent Nemesis qui était beaucoup plus métal effectivement. Le nouveau, il y a une nouvelle orientation, et aussi les titres ils ont été faits aussi pour une prestation live, hein, bien évidemment, ils ont eu ça en tête et donc ils avaient envie de jouer que ce soit très certainement un peu plus facile à jouer. Donc effectivement ce nouvel album qui est tout autour d'un concept entre deux personnages, c'est très dépouillé en tout cas, il y a beaucoup d'informations et en même temps hein, c'est un album où il se passe beaucoup de choses. So Laurie, next question is for you. What made you want to move away from the darkness toward a more epic or cinematic sound?
Well, I think one point was that Nemesis was as good as we can get in that particular style. So it was quite natural for us to try to make something a bit different. And of course the power metal side has always been there, and we wanted to maybe embrace that more with this new album.
Effectivement qu'avec donc ce nouvel album, ils ont une nouvelle orientation parce que Nemesis avait ce côté power metal effectivement dans un style très particulier qu'ils ont donné le meilleur d'eux-mêmes. Hein. Là, il y a une nouvelle orientation, il y a de nouvelles idées. Hein. And Mathias, I guess writing the whole concept must have taken a lot of time.
Yeah, well, yeah. Once we started working on the songs, we had a couple of songs ready, and we didn't have the song like a concept yet. But especially the song Coastline. Which we had some lyrics, and we felt that here we have something interesting going on. And with Esco, we started to bounce the ideas that maybe we should actually start building this, like a concept album around this kind of a theme, having these two characters like as a centerpiece for the album, and then the other songs would be also focus on them. So yeah, it took quite a lot of effort to come up with the kind of the story and the idea, but in fact it was kind of like a source of inspiration for us to write and finish the songs and also write the lyrics. So yeah, there is a story, but it's not like a really clear to listener to like really exact. So there is quite a lot of like a room for interpretation for listener to like figure out what's going on. Mm-hmm. We didn't want to really write it down as really, because it would also limit the way we would write the songs and so on. Mm-hmm. But I guess there is still like a red line that you can follow throughout the album.
Effectivement qu'ils ont été jusqu'à la limite, la ligne rouge pour le nouvel album. En tout cas, ils ont sorti toutes leurs idées inspirées effectivement par deux caractères. Ils ont vraiment posé leurs efforts sur eux et ils ont écrit effectivement tout le concept de l'album. Hormis, je crois, hormis les paroles du titre Chaos Waltz. Mais en fait, ce disque, en fait, c'est vraiment, il y a énormément d'éléments, mais il y a aussi les paroles qui sont vraiment extrêmement importantes à l'intérieur, qui entourent effectivement toute la musique. C'est vraiment, c'est vraiment un travail de recherche et de longue haleine en tout cas qu'ils ont eu et qu'ils ont pu obtenir. And Mathias, the new album tell the story of two characters was souls are bound to each other.
Yeah, why we came up with this thing? I think it was originally for the song, for the first song, and then we kind of felt that okay, there must be like a kind of the idea was that this way we could actually like convey like a really like a broad range of emotions to the song, because these songs that we already had at that point were like really versatile and complex in terms of emotions. So having this kind of setup for these characters led us to come up with interesting lyrics and interesting stories that could really fit the songs. So that's how it all came together.
Effectivement, les paroles sont très intéressantes. Il y a un côté très intéressant au niveau de l'histoire. C'est complexe au niveau des émotions. Ils ont essayé de les rapprocher. Ça a été un travail de longue haleine, exactement comme sur l'artwork. And Laurie, exactly like I said, Mathias, about the lyrics are very interesting, and sometimes the emotions are very complex because on the artwork they're featuring two faces.
Yeah, the artwork really brings the story of the album alive, like in a in a simple way, but it captures the biggest main elements of the story of the album. So we are very 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 happy about the cover artwork, and it fits with the concept of the album very very well.
Alors effectivement que l'artwork effectivement est capturé justement par ces deux personnages, par ces deux figures qui sont disponibles, qu'on voit bien. Ce sont vraiment les éléments importants. And next question, Mathias. For My Queen was your first single released 5 months ago.
Yeah, we kind of wanted to start with the For My Queen because it had really like a powerful, theme, like an anthemic theme, and it was something that we would like to, because we hadn't really released songs for a couple of years after Nemesis was released. We wanted the first single be like a real banger, and I think we truly like succeeded in that. And it actually took a lot of effort to get it like in this kind of format that it was, because we knew in the really beginning that okay, we have a really good song, but we had also so many kind of ideas that we wanted to include there. So it just took a lot of arranging to get it like it is now. And finally, when we had the structure and Esko's final vocals, everything kind of clicked together, and we're really happy how it turned out and proud of that song.
Effectivement, qu'il y a 5 mois déjà, un premier single sortait qui s'intitule For My Queen. C'est un titre avec des structures bien pensées. Et puis, dès le départ, ils savaient que c'était un single qui tenait un bon titre. And Laurie, the songs always For My Queen. The song talks about the submission of the servant of the shard, slave to the throne.
Yeah, well, maybe Mathias is better to answer to this.
Yeah.
This question.
Yeah, that question and the lyrics that Esko has written on this song is, I mean, there are some quite like a high fantasy stuff, and I'm not completely sure what all the lines kind of like mean in this case, but I guess it emphasized the kind of like that the basically the male figure in this album is at this song. He's actually like serving the queen. He has some sort of like a protector role in that sense, and then that's his task. And
Yes.
he's like really committed to that
Yes.
until something happens.
Yeah, effectivement, donc cette chanson For My Queen parle d'une soumission à la reine avec jusqu'au clip vidéo, il faut regarder jusqu'à la dernière image, effectivement. Hein. Yeah, of course, Mathias, it's very well explained in the music video, right down to the final bloody image. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree on that. Yeah, we wanted to emphasize the story with the video as well, and I think it works for the purpose. Definitely. I mean, we have noticed that not everyone has kind of like maybe understood the concept of that song perfectly, because there is you can interpret the lyrics quite differently if you really don't pay attention to the lyrics and what really happens there. But that's one of the points of that song as well.
Effectivement, que c'est un point jusqu'à la dernière image en fait, hein, et tout s'éclaircit effectivement. C'est une histoire aussi de soumission, donc d'un serment jusqu'à une reine. Donc c'est l'histoire, enfin le concept rentre comme ça dès le départ, et c'est à la fin c'est vraiment sanguin. Hein. And Laurie, and you've been getting some good feedback from your fans on that music video.
Yeah, I mean the feedback so far has been mainly positive, and we have gotten a lot of new attention. Well, both here in Finland and also like internationally. I think that's also the case with the other singles we have released. So we are very, very happy about that.
Effectivement, qui sont très heureux, en tout cas, de très bons feedbacks concernant ce single, effectivement, très positif aussi, et du côté international, en même temps, pareil, hein, c'est vraiment cool en tout cas. And Mathias, I understood that the characters aren't just humans, but celestial or guardian entities who have fallen, I think.
Well, yeah, you can interpret that well as well. I think the main idea kind of was that in the really beginning, these characters have like you might say celestial or some kind of divine role.
Yeah.
And once there is the conflict happening, kind of like they have to in the end abandon that kind of role, and they kind of get lost in time, where their souls kind of happen to connect in every life that comes after rebirth, and that's kind of the story of the album. And then there is a lot of conflict and tension, and then some more like a conclusion in the end of the album as well. But yeah, you are right about that.
Yeah, because I read the lyrics. This is the reason why I understand the concept. I discovered that the two characters abandon their sacred status for love. Is that right too, Mathias?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, there's definitely some like that kind of tension there as well. But like I maybe said in one of the earlier interviews that we did, is that like it's a really thin line between love and hate. So there's definitely those kind of both feelings and emotions involved, and they both share the same passion. The hate and love. So yeah, indeed.
Ok, alors effectivement, jusqu'à effectivement la compréhension de deux caractères, alors pour certains peuvent être célestes, peuvent être divins, peut-être gardiens aussi, ça dépend en tout cas de la situation et ça dépend des émotions autour de l'album. C'est pas simple du tout en fait, hein. Tout est complexe au niveau des émotions, et en même temps au passage j'ai aussi découvert qu'il y a aussi des personnages de l'album ont un côté statut un peu sacré aussi, qui sacrifient un peu leur statut par amour en fait. Donc il explique aussi que ça, il y a effectivement il y a un combat, il y a un combat d'émotions, de la haine jusqu'à l'amour. Donc c'est précisé effectivement, il faut lire les paroles en tout cas tout autour de la musique. Hein. And Laurie, next question is for you about the next music video, is our next single, Mercy. Burn with me your passion words. On the track Mercy, Laurie, there is a voice of Misha from the band Without Warning. I think it's a real dialogue between Esko and Misha, the two souls of the album talk about.
Yeah, well, kind of that is one way to look at it, and the duet where it works very, very nicely. Mercy actually is one of my favorites of the album, because that is something that we have been working on like like for ages to make kind of this slower yet powerful song without it being a ballad or an acoustic song. So definitely that is one of the strong points of the album.
Effectivement, qu'un des titres forts de l'album, c'est le titre Merci, qui est un des titres favoris effectivement de Laurie. Et il y a ce duo qui fonctionne à merveille avec effectivement, c'est son titre favori, ce titre qui est assez powerful avec un côté power ballad et tout. En tout cas, c'est vraiment un excellent titre. Et en même temps, so Mathias, at the same time, is the Mercy music video, the staging feels very natural and focuses on Esko and Misha face to face.
Yeah, I think we gave the idea that we did a live studio session at the same studio that we filmed the music video, and wanted to give this kind of like a studio feel to it. And it was actually there was great chemistry when they were singing together, and you could really see that on the music videos as well. And I think both kind of like boosted other ones, like a performance and presence when we were filming it, so it turned out really great. And Micah, who did the guest vocal, she also mentioned that this turned out really good, and she was really happy to participate.
Effectivement, que très heureux en tout cas d'avoir fait ce clip vidéo avec effectivement un côté plus sobre pour Esko au niveau du chant, enfin au niveau du visage, au niveau de la lumière, et celle de Misha où ça rayonne. Il y a vraiment un jeu à l'intérieur et ça représente effectivement un petit peu le concept de l'album, entre un roi et une reine, enfin entre une divinité et un servant. Il y a plusieurs aspects en tout cas. And Laurie, the music video, Always Mercy, the music video plays a lot of emphasis on the facial expressions. It's very important.
Yeah, especially for that song, it's a very, very important, and you get that a lot in that music video, and it's definitely the most important part of the video.
Effectivement que c'est une partie très importante de la musique vidéo. And Mathias, the face of Esko is darker, while Misha brings natural light.
Yeah, it's kind of like gives it like opposites feeling, and like they kind of like complete in each other in this kind of sense. Yeah, it was a good match to find Micah, because I knew her, but I haven't not like her friends or anything, but like she's living in the same town that we are coming from, and I knew that she's a great singer, and we just asked her, and everything worked together really nicely. So it was a really good cooperation, and you're right about the faces as well.
Effectivement qu'elle a un super regard, il y a un super jeu à l'intérieur durant le titre avec le passage. Effectivement, quand on regarde les deux, il y a un moment solennel en fait. Ça matche parfaitement en tout cas, et puis il y a un super chemistry en tout cas. Il y a des choses en tout cas vraiment très intéressantes. And finally, always on the music video Mercy, there is something special because I felt like I was witnessing a solemn moment, Laurie.
I suppose so.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're a good team.
Yeah, there's good team. Yes, that's right too. Alors effectivement, donc ma question j'ai eu l'impression d'assister à un moment solennel en fait. C'était vraiment c'est impressionnant en tout cas ce jeu d'acteurs entre Esko et Misha. And I got another question about the track Soulbound Parallax. I think could be this track could be your next single.
I mean, it could be a next single, but obviously, and it's one of my favorites in a way, and it concludes the story.
Yeah, that's right.
There's one other actually music video coming out, and I can tell that it's actually not that song. It's really epic and like cinematic. The Soulbound Parallax in the last song. And the music video will be as well, but it's for a different song.
I know is that it's Anthem of the Broken. Sure, for sure.
Sure.
I'm sure. Okay. Alors effectivement, donc j'ai posé la question.
We have so many good songs on the album, so every song could be more or less single in a way.
Yeah, but You know, I'm a rock DJ. I know exactly, during over 10 years, I know exactly the singles, okay? Just before the release. For sure, I think your next music video, it will be Anthem of the Broken. Why not? Or maybe... Why not? Okay, for me it's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good song also. Yeah,
yeah, totally true. Alors effectivement, j'avais pensé au titre Soulbound Parallax, donc qui pourrait être leur prochain single. Alors oui, c'est un bon titre, c'est une excellente conclusion, mais ça sera pas le prochain single. Il y a un autre titre, effectivement, et j'avais pensé effectivement en écoutant cet album que peut-être, je dis bien peut-être, Anthem of the Broken, ils ont pas voulu me donner la réponse, mais bon, en tout cas c'est vraiment cool quoi. Et donc effectivement en tout cas c'est vraiment cool, et puis ça clôture parfaitement l'album, hein. And the Soulbound Parallax, its closing track that blends music and reflections. Laurie, for you, this question.
Yeah, that particular song is maybe one of our biggest and most grand songs that we have ever made. Mm-hmm. And it's such a perfect ending for this album. And we kind of decided early on that the opener of the album and the ending track of the album wouldn't be like a single release, so that there would be surprises for the listeners.
Okay.
As how the album starts and how it ends.
Ok, alors effectivement, donc juste un petit peu avant la fin, le titre effectivement Soulbound Parallax, c'était une excellente conclusion pour terminer l'album, et qu'il y aura encore des surprises avec un nouveau clip en tout cas qui devrait arriver pour un petit peu avant la sortie de l'album. 213 Rock Vinylestime Classic Rock Radio en direct ce soir. Mathias Nutila ainsi que Laurie Itala en direct ce soir dans 213 Rock Vinylestime Classic Rock Radio. Mathias, the first one. Yeah, it's about the tour. Maybe do you plan to go on tour within next 2 years?
Well, I can only say that at this point that Europe, like Central Europe, is like our next target when we are kind of like planning things. Obviously, we cannot really say anything at this point. We will tour in Finland for the spring. We will go to Japan for the first time to play in Tokyo in May, and then. Everything is possible at this point, but we definitely think that this is the album that we really should tour a lot and make this play as many gigs as we are able to do. And definitely, as our label is from Germany, we have good connections to the Central Europe. So yeah, hopefully we will. Touring in Europe as well.
Ok, alors effectivement une good connexion avec le label Reaper Entertainment. D'abord il y a réalisateur en Finlande, puis au Japon. Donc effectivement, and Laurie, maybe some good festival are booking.
Well, hopefully we have done a few festival shows and we really enjoyed those. So hopefully some festivals in outside Finland also in the near future, but as of now we can't say anything certain.
Alors effectivement, donc il espère en tout cas de bons festivals à l'extérieur de la Finlande. En tout cas, ça, comme il le dit, hopefully, c'est vraiment de l'espoir, hein. So Laurie and Mathias, thank you very much for this live interview. Mathias, what is your last word for tonight?
Last word for listeners. Obviously, maybe not many of you maybe haven't heard us before, so just check maybe the singles that we have now released, and the Soulbound will be released in like 2 weeks or so please check out the album once it's out. And I really truly believe that many fans of like Camelot, Blind Guardian, Amorphis, Sonata Arctica will like what we do.
Okay, and the same question for you, Larry.
Keep your eye on the release date, and if you like, pre-order the album.
Ok, 213 Rock Vinylestime, The Classic Rock Radio en direct ce soir. Donc c'était le groupe Gladenfold, Mathias et Laurie qui étaient en direct ce soir dans 213 Rock Vinylestime, The Classic Rock Radio. Retrouvez donc le nouvel album Soulbound pour le 27 février prochain. Voici le single Mercy on 213 Rock Vinylestime, The Classic Rock Radio.
myself and